Okay, this morning I have plans on taking these two little doelings in to get disbudded. I had talked about not disbudding anymore, and I still really can't make up my mind about that. I have, the rest of the goats have been disbudded, and so I don't know that I want half of the herd with horns and half with not. So I am going to take these two in, and the other mini La Mancha I'm taking in, and then the other moon spotted goat I will take in to get disbudded when it's time. Axel's making things difficult. He's moving the camera because I'm not sure about whether or not I'm keeping the goat that has all the moon spots on it, that's got a little bit of La Mancha. She's 75% Nigerian dwarf, 25% La Mancha. I don't know if I'm keeping her yet or not, so I will go ahead and get her disbudded when it's time, but they're too young. So I'm going to try to go in here and bottle feed. I'm definitely going to bottle feed the one that I've been bottle feeding, but I'm going to try to get this one to take a bottle. I don't know how that's going to work out. I think she's 4 weeks old, 5 weeks old. I don't know. I'd have to look at the calendar, but it's harder as they get older. It's harder to get them to take a bottle. So, but she's been here all night. She hasn't been with her mother, so she's pretty hungry. Let's see what we can get done. All right. So this one's already had a bottle before, so she's used to it. I'm going to go ahead and feed her first so that she won't bother me while I'm trying to get that other one to take a bottle. I'm not going to give her the whole thing. She's going to want the whole thing, but I'm not going to give it to her because I want to try to get this other goat some of it. Alright, I was able to get her to take just a little bit, but I got this one jumping all over me, trying to get the bottle. She got a little bit. She's really scared. She's not used to being handled. So I will just take them to the vet, and when they come back, I'll put her with her mom, and she will be ready to nurse, and her mom would be ready to let her nurse. Isn't that right? Oh, there's Axel. There's Axel. What are you doing, Axel? Are you done? Is that it? Is that all you want? You want some of this? You want some of this? She's really scared. Alright, we're back. They're not happy with me. She's getting over it. But that one's definitely not happy with me. But it's a done deal. Hopefully the horns don't grow back at all, and they're okay. I put that one goat, the moon spotted goat, back in that cage with the bottle baby goat because I haven't made up my mind. I think I'm going to try one more time, or maybe a couple more times, to feed her and see if I can't get her on the bottle, so that when I have to work with her, when I have to give her vaccinations or treat something or trim her hooves or something, she's easier to catch. Right now she is so skittish. It took me and Amy and Savannah to catch her so that I could put her in the cage last night and take her in this morning. So if I put her, she's a month old today, and so if I put her on the bottle, it would make that a whole lot easier. Alright, it's about 5 o'clock in the evening. I've done a lot today that I did not film, but I tried to bottle feed that doe a few times. I only got maybe a couple ounces down her. So I decided to go ahead and bring her back out here. I brought her out just a few minutes ago. I brought her out, I brought her out just a few minutes ago. I actually held Rain so that she would let her nurse. I don't know if it's because she smells different, because they burn the horns off, or what it was, but Rain would not let her nurse. Let's see if she lets her. Well, she's letting her stand by her. She's not trying to nurse, so she's eating grass a little bit. Anyway, I had to hold her for a little bit and let her nurse a little bit, and Rain was not pleased with that. But then I fed them, and the little doeling ate a little bit of goat food, and you guys can see that the Rain is there with her. She's accepting her, and so it's, she's a month old today. It's really hard to put them on the bottle at this age. So but I thought since I already had her put up because we were going to do the horns, that I would go ahead and try it. And I could continue to try, like I could keep her through the night and maybe she'd be hungry enough tomorrow, but I'm not going to do that. She's had enough for today. She's had a hard time. Dude, do you need friends? Yes, he needs some friends, don't you? Yeah. So anyway, so update. It is definite. River is gonna be leaving, and I'm not sure when. I thought she might today, maybe tomorrow, but probably the next video you see, I will not have River. She is going back to Amy's house at Living in Abundant Grace Homestead. So if you want to follow along with what River's doing from here on out, you would need to go to her channel to watch that. I sold Pebbles buckling and River's buckling today, so you probably can't tell, just me walking around, but I have this doeling left for sale, that doeling left for sale, and actually that buckling is sold. The one right here, Blue Eyes, Rain's other buckling, is sold. He is going to go with the same people that bought Pebbles and River's buckling. They are going to ban them, and they're going to be pets. They have, I think they have more land. I think they have a lot of land, but they have 3 acres where the goats will be closed in. They have 3 acres closed in for the goats, so that's going to be 3 wethers on 3 acres. That's plenty of room for them, and they know each other. They have 2 kids, 2 very young kids. They're just going to be pets, so that's good. Rain is looking a lot better now that I've started her on the minerals and you know, I guess free range minerals. When I just give them minerals and they just get what they want, and I dewormed her. Her coat is already looking better. I know it still needs some work, but she is doing a lot better. And as soon as this doeling is weaned, I think, I mean, I could say for sure, but then something would change. But I think I'm going to sell Rain and the goat, the unicorn looking goat, which is her daughter. I think I'm going to try to sell them together. And then I'm going to keep probably the black. I'm going to keep those 3 for a while. The black goat, I'm definitely keeping the mini La Mancha, but I think I'm going to keep that moon spotted for a while. If I change my mind, I will probably sell the black doe. I mean, yes, the black doe and the moon spotted baby together so that they can stay together. And but I'm definitely keeping the mini La Mancha because I want mini La Manchas and Nigerian dwarfs. And so I'm just getting started with that and with the genetics that I want. I want the blue eyes and of course lots of color. Milk, quality milk amounts, milking lines is not that big of a deal to me since I don't milk. And they're not going to be registered, and so, you know, I think people that would buy these would probably be, it would just be a hobby. It would be a pet. You could milk them, definitely milk them, but they're not going to have as much milk as those with the milking lines, the high milking lines. So anyway, that's where we are on the goats. The next video, there's probably going to be at least one more missing. So I'm going to show you what I did on the big coop today. I ordered 3 shade cloths, and they were really cheap ones. There were so many options on shade cloths, and they range from, you know, $7 or $8 all the way up to $50. And I didn't know what size, I didn't know what, you know, what kind, what quality to get. I'm afraid to spend too much on a shade cloth and then the wind tear it up or the goats tear it up. So I'm going to get some for the goats, the boys, and they will definitely try their best to tear it up. So it's up to me to kind of try to make it to where they can't reach it, but that's really hard with goats. So I decided on the cheap shade cloths. I came out here this morning and put the shade cloth, like I said, I only had 3, and they were 4 by 6 or something like that. Anyway, I put it up here this morning, and you guys on the last live stream, I asked, a lot of you said put the shade cloth, since I only have 3, be sure to put it on the west side. So that's what I did, is I put it on the west side of the coop. I put one up here. I do, since I am going to get another one, I mean, since I'm going to get more, I'm going to get another one and put it up here. And I think I'm going to put 2 more like I've got right here. I think I'm going to put 2 more on the east side as well, and just kind of give them shade in the morning and the evening. We're supposed to have a really hot summer. I know last summer was brutal. So that will give them a little bit of shade during the day, in the morning and in the afternoon, and it will help keep their water cool, which is, they're right over here in the shade right now. It is kind of overcast, so the sun's not really shining right at the moment, but this is where they're all hanging out, or most of them. You got the, you know, a few not. There comes the sun. But see there, the water's got a lot of shade. They're just chilling in the shade right now. Free range birds, they have all the shade they need. They can go and get in the shade whenever they want to. I did finally deworm the bucks yesterday or the day before. I don't remember. But I want to point something out. I did come out this morning and I cleaned this out and filled it up. Same with this, and the ducks have been in it. I haven't put it up. You guys in the last live stream said to try putting it up on something, like bringing it up off the ground, maybe getting a smaller container and putting it like on milk crates or something, just like a pedestal to bring it up off the ground. Somebody said that would work. Actually, a couple of people, I think, agreed that that would work. So I'm going to try that next, but it'll have to be something smaller, because as it is, the bucks, you know, they can barely reach that. I mean, they don't have problems getting in, but it definitely has to be a full bucket so that they can reach it. I'm going to try that. But here's the water. Here's the water the ducks have gotten in. These, they look horrible, but I cleaned them out and filled them up this morning. I will fill them up again. I'll do the same thing here in a little bit. But it's just, and see, the ducks aren't even in there. They've been out here all day. Every time I come out here, they're out here. So I don't know when they're getting in the water, but they're definitely getting in the water. I have a duck sitting on eggs in the first shelter, and one over there. She's definitely sitting on eggs. She's not getting up very often. I'm taking food to them. And I don't normally do that. It's kind of silly, I guess, because they do get up. If they get really hungry and thirsty, they get up and they get something to eat when I come out and feed, and they'll definitely go get something to drink. They can't live without water. But yeah, lots going on. I'm going to go ahead and start mowing, and I'll catch you guys here in a little bit. All right, it is the next morning. I did mow, and I mowed out here, and I got up front done, but there's so much more mowing I still have to do, and there's no way that I could weed eat everything that really ought to be weed eat. Too much grass for one person. I need to go ahead and get, I didn't realize how much these trees had grown back. I need to go ahead and get those. And these out here, looks like I got that those trees taken care of. I killed those. The grass is pretty tall, so I do need to take care of that. That is not something that I'm going to show on this video today. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. They are headed over right now to pick up River, so in the next video there will not be River. Well, there will be. She just won't be here. She'll be over at Living in Abundant Grace Homestead. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. And hopefully, we will see you on the next video.